What's up, guys? It's Frozen. Before we get into like the main subject of this video, I just want to say that I have went out of my way to not make any videos about Xenoverse 3 because I personally have not seen anything from that game that I have anything really good to say about. And I don't want to just shit on things that people like. So keep in mind of this for this whole video, bro. I do not want to shit on something that y'all like because I don't like it, right? But this is also something that has to be said if things are gonna get better, bro. But anyway, I've seen this sentiment going around the Dragon Ball community, the gaming community specifically, from Xenoverse and Sparking Zero fans, that Xenoverse 3 doesn't need to have a good PvP because Sparking Zero exists. Now, there's two major things wrong with that, and I'll get into the first one first. If a game is gonna offer PvE and PvP, you need to do a good job to make sure both of those are up to par for the standard you set for that series or that game, right? Just because an old game dropped or there's an alternative that you can go play does not mean that you can slack up and drop a subpar experience for one side of that spectrum, right? Like, of course, PvP or PvP, one's going to be better than the other. It's kind of hard to balance stuff like that out, especially in a game that's mostly action-oriented. But you cannot, and this is not even a dev saying this. I'm not even going, I was kind of directing it towards the devs. The devs have not said this, by the way. These are fans online using these points to defend Xenoverse 3. You cannot be okay with something being objectively, we don't even know if it's objectively bad, right? But people are saying it's just the case it is. You cannot be okay with something being objectively bad or like subpar, right? You're like, hey, bro, it's okay. Sparking Zero dropped fucking 3 years ago or 4 years ago by the time that drops. So it's okay that Xenoverse 3 got a bad PvP. Now, that PvP is not the end all be all of Xenoverse 2. It never has been, right? But, for instance, right, when Sparking Zero dropped, you know how Sparking Zero had that trash-ass story with the trash-ass cutscenes, trash-ass character selection in the story, and they didn't go as far as certain people's story as we wanted them to. When that shit dropped, if people did say they are still wrong, by the way, but I did not see it. People say, oh, well, you know, Sparking Zero story sucked, bro. Oh, well, we got Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 story is okay, it's good. So it's okay that Sparking Zero story was ass. No, people shit on Sparking Zero, me included, and I like Sparking Zero a lot less than I thought I would have, but I still like it to some extent, right? But that's the thing this is why I'm not shitting on Xenoverse fans. I'm just stating something that I've noticed, right? That I personally noticed. Xenoverse fans are a lot more accepting of something that's subpar or kind of straight up ass, to be honest, because they are fans of Xenoverse. And they like, you either all in on Xenoverse with them, or with some of them, not all of them, either all in on it or you hate it, right? Xenoverse fans are a lot like this last DLC that dropped, right? Objectively speaking, bro, well, I can't say objectively, this is kind of a subjective thing, right? But to me, that DLC was ass. Now, I do like how they wrapped up the story, but that's about it. Like, the character that Ultra Instinct Goku has some trash ass moves and reuse animations, and then Supreme Kazam was just a straight up rescan character, right? And they charge you like $13 for a character that and part of that pack was a character that they originally gave you for free, right? I feel like in most other games, right, from most other fan bases, they would have received a lot more backlash from that. But Xenoverse fans, like, this is the last DLC, you're supposed to go out with a bang. And people, oh, it's okay, bro, they working on Xenoverse 3. Bro, that does not defend them giving you some trash. Like there's always an excuse for Xenoverse doing something trash, right? And for a Xenoverse fan, that's always, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, at least they did this, or at least they did this, or, well, you know, they're working on, like, no, bro, they gave y'all an ass product and expecting you to pay money for that shit, bro. And do you want to go through 10 more years of having to defend some bullshit because you cannot handle somebody with a different opinion of yours online, bro? Like, me personally, the thing I'm trying to say is, like, there are people who's just shitting on Xenoverse because they like to shit on things that other people like, right? Or just shit on something because they don't like it, right? But from where I'm coming from and from where I've seen a lot of people who are currently shitting on, who have played the Xenoverse 3 demo, and people are talking about it, they are not shitting on the game, bro. They are trying to give critiques of what's going on and what's wrong with the game right now so we can get a better game in the future. If you hear me say anything bad about Xenoverse 2, and just for the record, I am not... Back in the day, I played Xenoverse 1 and 2 a lot, but I have not played a PvP match of Xenoverse 2 in like 6 years plus. Because I'm not a fan of it, right? But I don't go on the internet and bash that shit. Because I did that. Well, I didn't bash. I went on the internet and went and talked about what was wrong in it back in the day. But people defend that shit instead of being like, hey, yeah, you right. That's trash. And we really need them to fix that shit. They always have to go out of their way to defend Xenoverse 2. Now, do you want to do that with 3? When y'all can just come together, give them objectively what's wrong with the game, and then hope that they can fix it, bro. Now, if you see people just bashing Xenoverse 2 and you will feel like you gotta say something because, like, they're not giving it a fair shot or they just shitting on it because they see it's popular, if you want to be on their ass, that's fine, bro. But, like, if you see somebody giving an objective critique, bro, or something like they just trying to make the game better, bro, do not go attack them or just blindly defend Xenoverse because you like it. I get it, bro. When somebody talk about something you like, it makes you feel passionate. I understand that, bro. But, like, your thing could be better if you critique them more, bro. Like, that's really the end-all, be-all of what I'm saying, bro. Like, let people have an opinion about Xenoverse 2 or 3. Whether they like it or dislike it, bro. They ain't gotta buy that shit, and they damn sure don't have to play it, bro. But we can have a better game at the end of the day if you just didn't blindly defend something, because there's an echo chamber, right? If one person drops a tweet or a video, right, critiquing something in Xenoverse 2 or 3 in the future, and they see that the comments to that shit are mostly people replying like, hey, bro, it's not that bad, or it's alright, bro, we accept that shit, they aren't gonna go with the mass majority's opinion. They are not gonna go with, like, the vocal minority, right? Like, even if the vocal minority is right, it don't matter. Because they don't have to fix anything. Because y'all are okay in the shit. Now, this is not saying that you are, like, you stupid or something if you like Xenoverse 2 or 3. If you like Xenoverse 3, more power to you. I'm not a fan of what I've seen so far. If you like Xenoverse 2, more power to you. I just could not condone the shit that game done over years. I just stopped playing it. But, like, we have to stop. This is not really a Dragon Ball thing. This is a lot of people just online in general, bro. You have to stop this, like, mega fan thing of just blindly defending anything because you like it, bro. Things will never get better with that mentality. Things will literally never, ever, ever get better. But that's pretty much... I went on a super bit of a tangent that I did not really mean to go on. But the gist of what I'm saying is, just because Sparking Zero exists does not mean that Xenoverse 3's PvP should be bad. And we don't even know if Xenoverse 3's PvP is going to be bad. A lot of people are just going based off of the gameplay that we've seen so far and thinking it's going to be bad. We really don't know what it's going to be. Even though I'm not a big fan of what we're seeing so far, it'll be a lot different once we get that shit in the hands of people and they're going against other people. Who knows? It might even be a good PvP with what we got now. So for this, really, for both sides of the argument, bro, the Xenoverse defenders, calm down, and the Xenoverse 3 haters, calm down, bro. If you don't like what you see, speak your piece and move on with your day, bro. But if you see somebody speaking a piece, you don't gotta blindly defend it, bro. Just say, yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I'm still personally a fan of the game. Move on with your day, bro. It is really, really that simple, bro. If more people had common sense about stuff like this, we would have a lot better products, bro. Because companies, y'all think that companies don't pay attention to what goes on social medias, bro. They do. They really do. And that affects what they do with their games, whether they be updates, DLCs, or the next game, bro. Just let people have their opinions and don't blindly defend shit just because you like it, bro. That's my message. So, yeah, let me know y'all opinions of what I've talked about in just Xenoverse 3 and what y'all seen down below. I might make more videos talking about Xenoverse 3 because I said there's not much that I like, but there is a few things that I've saw that I like from Xenoverse 3, especially in comparison to 2. I think they have something with Xenoverse 3. I do think they're kind of leaning, just based off of what we've seen and how systems work, they're leaning a little bit more towards PvE. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think a PvE focused Xenoverse game could be fun. But that don't negate anything I said about them having a trash PvP, bro, potentially, right? But anyway, see y'all in the next one. Frozen out. Peace.
Your best in this world where life is strong. In this world, life's an open book. In this world, where compromise is not a freeze. This world of rules and